Hi and welcome to another 5 minutes tutorial from Blender Insight. In the last chapter I mentioned sine, and then I was thinking that I have not shown how cosine and sine works and the power you can have from using them. So I will do just a few very simple examples just so you get a grasp of how you can use this cosine. So I start with a simple texture coordinate, so Shift A, input a texture coordinate, and then I just do a separate, so converter, separate XYZ. I can take it to the object here, and then I can add a cosine here and a cosine here, so Shift A, converter, math. I will change this into cosine, so we have that one here, and I duplicate this to the Y direction, and I will add a scale here as well, so Shift A, converter, vector math, I paste it in here and I change this to scale and put it to 5 or 6, something like that. And now I need to combine these, and you can do that in so many ways. So we can start with the compare, so Shift A, converter, math, and I change it to compare. And I change this to a rather small number like this and go here, and now you can see that we can get like a fence pattern out of this, and we can then of course decrease the line width or increase the width if we want to, and if we take it up it then changes into circles. So already here you can do stuff with it. Another thing you can do is just to add a smooth maximum, for instance, and then you get it like this. So then you can just increase that or decrease it to make it like more or less round. And you can then also add a subtract to this. So if I duplicate this, Shift D, change it to a subtract like that. Yeah, like this. So we have it in the bottom. Then we can control this and easily get tiles. So this I think is the shortest way to do tiles. And here you can then control if it should be round corners or squared corners. So this is one way to do it, and here you can then build on if you want to with the map range. So I can press Shift A, converter, map range, and just change the from into something like this, and then we get really nice tiles out of this cosine here. So that is also a way you can work with the cosine, and you can also do like black and white things here very easily by adding like a less than or something like that. So we change this, and then we don't need these things here, so we can take them away. So then you get it like this, a pattern with black and white that you can use very easily. Still using just cosine. The only difference is that I change things here. I can also add a multiply. So if I add a multiply, you then get squares out of this instead. And here you can also use a map range. So Shift A, convert map range, and then just change this so we get it to be squares like this. And here you can also add like a smooth or something like that if you want it to be like nicer in the corners here. So that is one way you can do with this. So cosine is really versatile. You can use it to so much. You can, as I said, make a fence, you can make tiles out of it, you can make circles, you can make squares, you can make diagonals. So everything just by changing this to multiply or add or something like that. So if I change it to add, you get this. So really great stuff. The only thing is that if you use too much cosine, it might take a little bit longer to render stuff out, because cosine is always something that demands a little more with your computer. But now you have seen a glimpse of how you can use cosine to produce different types of pattern in the shade editor. So hopefully you learned something today as well, and I just say bye for now and see you later.